Hey everybody, Kimberly Olson here, coming in to do a live this evening, and I'm very excited because I'm going to share a fun story with you guys, and I'm going to get my friend here, Victoria, on. We'll give her a second to hop on, but if you guys are watching the replay, because we don't have anybody live yet, drop a 1 in the comments if you're watching this live, put 2 if you're watching the replay, put new if you're new to me or Victoria, so you'll be able to see her on here in a second. And, oh, I almost had her. Oh, there she is. Okay, I'm gonna bring Victoria on and put share in support, and I'll give her a second here. It's inviting her on. Yay, we did it. Hi.
Yay.
How are you?
Our first live together.
Yes, I know. We've been talking about this for a while. So you guys will see when we get into our conversation, so definitely stick with it, that we'll be talking about some stuff. I'm taking my leg warmers off because it's really hot in here. Addison's like, what are those? I'm like, leg warmers, they're so cool. You should get some. But we're going to be talking about some personal stuff, and Victoria's gotten me to say yes to this this conversation, so definitely stick with it. But yeah, we've been talking about this for a while, so I'm glad that we're here, so thanks, Victoria. But if you guys don't know Victoria, her and I, we've been friends for a long time. She's seen me get married. She's seen me go through 2 pregnancies. She was the very first person that watched Addison when I took my first business trip. I actually stayed with her, and it was really hard to leave her because she was only like 2.5 months old, and Victoria's like, come stay with me. You know, we'll take care of her while you work, and she just means a lot to me. So anyways, if you guys are just hopping on, I see we have some new people. Put a 1 in the comment if you're watching this live. Put 2 if you're watching the replay. Put new in the comments if you've never seen one of my lives or Victoria before. And put shared if you share this video, because I want to give you guys a shout out for that. Victoria, if you see the comments and I don't, feel free to address them if you see any. Sometimes they're on my side, sometimes they're on the other person's side. So let's start. Victoria, why don't you start? Let's tell them a little bit about you and just how we got connected.
Yeah, well, I'm a managing market mentor with Monic Global, so I'm super excited about that. And like Kimberly said, we've known each other for a very long time. We've had the pleasure of working with some interesting companies. And now we'll keep that our little secret for another day. But now it's kind of exciting because now we're super close, and we're able to be even closer now than before, because we're not with the same company anymore, and now we're working with a new company. And so I am excited because I exposed her to something that actually pretty much made her mad at me.
Okay, you have to tell them why.
Okay, so
or should I tell them why?
Okay. Well, we almost she got mad at me, and I was like, oh my gosh, are we not going to be friends anymore? Because she's so mad at me. And then I was like, I responded to her, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say that, or I didn't mean to step on your toes or whatever. But I was sharing with her something that had changed my life. And I knew that, she would be good at it because we had worked together, and I knew she had drive and passion and the desire to have that financial freedom and to be able to help people. And so I just didn't explain it to her very well. I just kind of told her that she was going to do this business, and
you really did. You're like, no, you need to do this.
Yeah. So I didn't really, I didn't do a very good job. But anyway, so that's how that happened. I did end up sharing it with her in a different way, and I shared with her how it was impacting my life. And then she, I guess I should just ask you that, what finally made you say yes to what I was offering you?
Well, I think, I was at a place in my life where I haven't even finished a year at my new job. I just had another baby. So I had a 2-year-old and a 8 or 9 month old. And I was just so overwhelmed. Financially, we'd come off a really rough year. Some things had unexpectedly happened with my job. And it was just a really hard place to be mentally. I was just exhausted. You know, I was trying so hard to do a good job at my new job, be a great mom, be a great wife, you know, all the crazy hormones that happen with having a new baby. And I was just so overwhelmed. And when you told me about it, it wasn't the first time you'd shared a network marketing opportunity with me before. And I've been in, you know, I've done It Works, I've done Young Living, like all kinds of things. And I never had structure, training. I never had a mentor ever. So I didn't do anything with any of them. And I felt like it just wasn't for me. You know, I was like, I can't do that. I'm not you. Like, you could talk to a freaking lady, the crossing guard at the bus stop. You could get that person to join your business, and I'm just not like
she
that.
Should join. She should join.
I know. That's just how you are, which is awesome, and I look up to that, and I aspire to be that. But I just looked at you, and I thought, I can't be like that. You're such a go-getter, and you're so good at just not even caring. Like, I'm pretty good at, like, obviously I'm doing this, so that's pretty vulnerable. But you're so good at just being yourself, and you're like, take it or leave it. This is who I am. And I think I'm a little more, I think I grew up kind of like being the good girl, you know, like I had to do a good job and all of that. And I think I still work through that kind of stuff. So I'm a little bit more guarded about what people think about me. And I remember thinking, I can't be like her. I can't do that. You know, she's finding success in what she's doing, and I'm so happy for her, but it's just not for me. And I literally was just, I wouldn't even listen to anything you were saying. And so those that are watching, if anyone's approached you, be nice to them, because one, it's kind of hard to ask your friends, but two, you have no idea what it's doing for people. Like, I really was so close-minded. And I remember thinking, like, the Mary Kay people that had their cars and stuff, or if you hear about the people who are making millions of dollars, it was just like, whatever, like, they are calling all their friends and they're being really annoying. And I had a background in Cutco knives, so I was like, I don't want to call people and I don't want to bother my friends. So I think I had this whole misconception in my mind, and I definitely felt like I can't be like you. And so when you were asking me about it, you were like, you should do this, you would be great. I'm just like, no. And then nothing was really changing for me. Like, you know, I've tried to do Fit Kim and make something of that. And I still, you know, it's something that I'm glad that I did. But it never came to anything more than that. But I think I really wanted to do that because I wanted something that was my own. You know, I love my job, and I know lots of people, they know they're going to have a full-time job, you know, just financially, or that's them. So I love my job, but I wanted something that was mine, you know, and I love working with people. It's something I've always loved, is the training and the education and leadership developing and just coaching people. Like, I love that. And I just didn't really have that. And so I was kind of seeing you and seeing your success and hearing you were having so much fun. Like, I remember I saw this picture of you and Christy Deer, and I was like, are they like dressed up in like you had the sparkly black dress on, and
that
she
was
had her
so
fun,
pretty.
like, pink.
Yeah,
and she had that fun hair with the pink, and I'm like, she looks fun. Like, I didn't know her at the time. I think you guys put it on Facebook, and I was like, I want to do that, you know, like, I don't go to any parties like that, and I'm definitely not going on 6th Street anymore, you know. And so I was like, I want that. So that was all like in my mind, but I still just didn't know if I could do something like that. So I saw you, we went to Amy's house, our friend's house, for a girls' night. And you were like, we just sat down on the couch, and you're like, you just have an open mind and try the product. Cause you know me, I'm a product. Like, I want to know if this stuff's legit. Like, I want to know the research. Science. So you were really wise to say, well, why don't you try the product? And you guys, my hair was so gross. I had eczema, dandruff. I had a dandruff scalp. I had oily patches that when I would flat iron, it looked like wet dog. Like, it was so nasty.
That's not.
And and you guys see this right here? Look at that. Look how long that is. You can even look at my old Facebook pictures. This is all new growth. All of that.
I've been noticing, I have some of that too, right there.
See, we have, we need a little twinsy photo. And, but I literally was like bald, and I was so embarrassed. And so it was like the perfect storm. You're like, here, like the gateway drug. So you had me try it. And the very first wash, the oiliness kind of went away, and I was like, And so you sent me some pictures, some before and afters, with the little girl that was 12. She had alopecia, and her doctors told her she would never have hair again. And with Monate, she grew her hair back in 4 months. And I was like, wait a minute. If this is helping people grow their hair back, and it's a new company, and you love it and you're finding success, I was like, let me just at least look at the business side of it. So I just wanted to
Right.
look at it. And so that's kind of what got me to that point.
Yeah.
I know it's like a long.
Well, I mean, that was great. But yeah, because I think that, once I actually got to sit down and you had that open mind and you listened to what I was offering, then you realized, yeah, hey, this is something I want to do. And then you tried the sample and then you saw that it helped people not only with finances, but also with how they felt about themselves and children, and just it helps everyone. So yeah, I love it. And that's some of the reasons why I joined too, because I actually said no. Most people don't realize that I said no for like 4 months. And so I'm just very grateful and thankful that I finally listened to what somebody was offering me too. So I wanted to ask you also, how has it helped you now that you're in the business and you're having that success? How has it helped you?
Yeah, and I think that success looks different for everybody. So I think it's important not to compare. Like I feel like your path has been so different than my path, and I am so happy for you. Like I'm just so proud of you, and every time you post something like a milestone or something you've accomplished like on Facebook, it makes me so happy. You know how you just genuinely like pure love, like no jealousy. So I think our paths are really different. For me, it's just something that, like I said, I wanted to have something that's my own. But also too, I definitely, most people around Christmas, this is a great example. A lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. Like I did a Dave Ramsey little rant like a month ago. You guys should watch that live if you're into getting out of debt. We're actually a few months from being debt free, which is
That's so
really,
exciting.
really. Yeah, I mean, of course we have our mortgage and stuff, but other than that, and most families, I think I read somewhere about $600 away from a disaster, meaning they would have to put it on a credit card. And I think the holidays are kind of a highlight of that. So I really didn't want to do that anymore. And so I thought, if there's a way for me to make some extra money, so my goal isn't to like be a millionaire, I mean, at some point, right? But just to start, like getting my mind around it, I thought, well, what if I could make some extra money just to kind of put, like if Addison wants to do a dance recital, and by the way, she has her first one in January, which is going to be the ever. Like I can't even wait.
Yeah.
But before we would have to decide, like, are we able to do that and put her in dance,
Right.
And when I thought about, if I could just make like, a little bit of extra money every month, just for those little things, that would make a big difference to our family. And so last year for Christmas, to put this in perspective for you guys, and this is very like transparent. So this is what Facebook Live is all about, is that we were on the Dave Ramsey plan. We started it in October of last year. If you guys don't know about his podcast, he says you're going to be on beans and rice and rice and beans. And that's kind of hard because I'm a nutritionist, but it's organic rice and beans. But literally, we were on rice and beans. So we had everything just down, bare bones. Like, we've got to get out of debt. We want to live differently. So we budgeted out for everything for the year. And for Christmas, we had a budget for the girls. And it was pretty small, I'll be honest. And so we have a consignment chain in Austin called Once Upon a Child, and everything is used. And so I went to a couple of them because, you just never know what they have. And so we were able to stay with our budget and get them gifts for Christmas. And everything, I mean, if you guys think about it, it's kind of sad. Like, they didn't know, but I mean, everything that they had was, basically used stuff.
Yeah.
And this year, when we sat down and planned out our budget, it was so cool because I was able to say to Scott, we can get them whatever we want. Like, Monate will pay for all of it. We don't have to dip into our normal
That's so
funds.
fun.
Yeah, and like, I'm excited about Christmas. Like, I was like, how are we gonna wait till Christmas? He's like, you have to. It's from Santa, not you. I was like, shoot. But think about it. Like, I'm able to sit down and give my girls the kind of Christmas that they deserve, and I don't have to think twice about it because this business is paying for it. And by the way, I love what I'm doing. Like, it's weird. Like, I'm helping people have great hair. I love my team. You know that. I love working with my team. It's my favorite freaking thing ever. And on top of that, we're able to provide for our family in a way that's meaningful. Like, I don't know, that just to me is like pinch me. And that might seem small, but for me, that is made me feel like an awesome mom. Like, it makes me feel so empowered to know that I'm working it and I'm providing for my family in a way that is important to me. So I want to thank you. Like,
Oh,
I like make me want to cry.
I know. I
Like,
was
really,
getting a little
you gave that to
emotional
me.
too.
Like,
Yeah,
thank you so
I know.
much.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, like, I know. I was thinking that today's been like emotional because, like, yeah, like us coming together and doing that, and then you telling me that today, that was really cool. And you know, for me to be able to share this gift with people, and to, I mean, to have that change for you, and then I had that change, and then so many thousands of people, and Monet is blessing us, and it is, that is such a powerful feeling. It's empowering people, and it empowered you, and now you have that blessing to be able to give to your girls, and I love your girls so much, so I'm really happy, and
It's really cute
and
too.
I love you.
Yeah, thanks. It's cute too because Addison's like, "Where's your Cadillac?" I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
So if we see like a Cadillac, she's like, "Mommy, where's your Cadillac?" And I'm like, "It's coming. I'm working on it." And it's cute to kind of see her getting it, you know, that my mom is working towards that, and that's how you get things. Like, what a great way to grow up. You know,
Yeah.
like her and Elise are gonna grow up and just think, "Oh, I want something. Okay, I'll run a business and go create it." Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. That to me is just the
That's
coolest.
really,
So,
that's gonna make me
yeah. So
because that's
I
so
know,
cool
right?
to
Well,
empower women and to empower people to do that, because you know that gives you so much, like, it's just so fun. Yeah,
yes,
it's so fun.
it's awesome.
And let me just
No,
give
I
a
love
shout
it.
out. Let me give a shout out to Lisa. Thank you so much. Monet hair. She said my hair looks amazing. So I have to say Monet.
It does
Thank
look
you,
amazing.
Monet. Thank you.
I know what your hair looked like before. It looks amazing.
Fun.
Yeah. So on a positive note, to wrap it up,
Yeah.
what did you get to do today?
Yeah, about the city house. Is that
Yes.
right? Yes. Okay. So that was so exciting. And honestly, like, I've always wanted to volunteer, but I've never had that time freedom to do that. And never really been a part of like a group to maybe do that. And then so when we went all, I had no idea what was going to happen to me today. But when we went into that place and I saw those, oh, I'm going to lose it, but I saw that, the place.
What is City House?
City House is a place where where like children, like, you know, in the middle of the night get taken from their homes from CPS, or like teenagers. They actually have like multiple places. So they have houses where older children live. But we visited. We had a tour of the facility where the younger kids live. But when we went into their rooms and stuff, and the kitchen, and there was some people in there, I just like, oh, it was so emotional, but yet it was so sweet because like Monet, you know, and the Monet Market Partners, all you guys we were able to give back to them and support them, and now we can volunteer for them. But it's just exciting to have this opportunity, and I'm just thankful. That's what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for the freedom to be with my girls, and I love the fact that I can like show my girls that, you know, girl power. Not that men can't do it, but it's nice to be able to have that drive, and to show them that with ambition and drive and determination and commitment and a company like Monet, that you can accomplish anything in your life and be anything that you want to be, and be able to give back and be a blessing to others. It's just, I love it. Yeah.
That's really cool too, because I think when you are like living paycheck to paycheck, or, you know, we used to put a lot of stuff on our credit cards,
Yeah,
which I
we
think
did
most
too.
people
Yeah.
use credit cards. And then we'd get the bill and we're like, oh, you know, so getting off of credit cards was really hard when we started the program. But I remember I couldn't figure out how to give, because it was like, okay, do I give, like, I got to pay this credit card bill or the medical bills. Like, how do I fit that in? You know, and that was always really hard for me. And last week I called a school in our area and I said, can I pay the balance of the reduced lunch? Anybody who has a balance, can I pay? Because I grew up on reduced lunch. And we were like, yeah, I guess. But it was really cool because, again, I used my Monet money for it.
That's
and
so
like, think
awesome.
about that. Like, that's gonna make a difference to somebody. Like, that's real. It's not just me giving money to some random charity. You know what I mean? Like, that's kids right in my neighborhood, and it's all because of Monet. Like, that's what it's all about, you know. I just think that's awesome. So I'm glad you did that today. That's really cool.
It is awesome. And I grew up on reduced lunches too. So
Hashtag.
Yeah.
I think we have a hashtag.
Yeah.
Reduce lunch to rock stars.
Exactly. And to be able to help other people have those reduced lunches. So, yeah, we have a big future ahead of us, and I'm super excited about it. And I'm so thankful that you're my friend, and I'm so thankful that you said yes and that we're in this together. Yeah.
Yay, me too. Awesome. Okay, well, we're both going to go get our Kleenex now. So thank you so much, Victoria. And I'll just keep around here till the end. So you guys, thank you for watching. Did you have anything else?
I just wanted to say thanks for letting me expose you so much.
Yes, she exposed me and she did not give up. So if you are in network marketing, the fortune is in the follow-up. When your friends say no, they mean no right now. No, not right now. Yeah. And just remember, everybody's got stuff going on. They're not trying to be mean. It's just, it might not be the right time for them. Don't give up on them, but be kind with how you're obviously going about it. But it pays off because she's changed my life. So if you guys have friends that you've reached out to, just don't give up. You know, just keep sharing. It's all about sharing and, you know, making the world better, obviously, which is the goal. So thank you everybody for watching and participating and letting us share our story. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks, Victoria.
Bye.
Good night. Bye. Bye.